Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for some DC reviews, and in these DC reviews I'll be covering Justice League the Dark Tomorrow special and DC's California Love special. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So, first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It certainly does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the internal art around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. Of course, we get a bit of a heads up as to what is happening within this story, and what is happening with the time stream within the story. We get to see some of the things that are happening within the Justice League Watchtower and who's present. So if they really want to do something fantastic with this, even though this is involving sort of like timelines within the DC universe, could you at least erase the Brian Michael Bendis timeline? You know, the one that connects to Tom Taylor, Nicole Maines, Cena Grace, you know, all that BS that's happened there, and restore John Samuel Kent to his place with Dan Jurgens and Peter G. Tomasi at the helm. Of course, we get to meet up a number of characters within the Justice League Watchtower, and we still get to see what's happening with Wave Rider. And of course, last but not least, we see where the story will be continuing off from. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. Seeing that this is also an annual special, did we get any references? No, we didn't. Next is time, to which we had now. We had things connecting to like BC as well as 1941 as well as later. So BC and AD being used within the story. Next is the locations. We had the time stream, to which we are learning that there's issues with the time stream. We had, oh my goodness, Egypt, Justice League Watchtower, Stonehenge, and a whole of New York as well, and some other places that came into the story. Next we've got the cast of characters, to which we had Wave Rider, the Justice League, Time Trapper, who is also Doomsday, and I think the next we had Gold Beetle and also Airwave that made an appearance. The overall rating is a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the DC's California Love special. So as we move into this DC's California Love special, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the stories? In some essence it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now with this, internally it's got about 8 stories, but I've decided to rate the first 4 stories as 1 and the second 4 stories also as 1, and they too will be rated separately. So in it we get to see some of the stories that make an appearance within this, and I will show you some of the art that connects to some of the stories. I'm not going to be able to cover them all. So we get to follow Superman, of course Jimmy Olsen and many others within the story. Of course we get the appearance of Power Girl. Yes, and even the character of Bizarro. We of course get to catch up with the Superboys. One Connor, one John. So now it's time to move in relation to the area of the rating of the stories. First area is for story 1, or the first set of stories, or the first 4 stories. I gave a 7 out of 10. For the second, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. For the story, we got to see Metropolis, of course, Earth, California. Next, we also got to see the cast of characters, consisting of Superman, Lois, Jimmy, Lex Luthor, and many other characters. Bizarro, John Kent, and a whole list of other characters, including Power Girl and anyone else that I might have missed. For the story rating, for the first 4, I gave a 6.5 out of 10. And the same again for the second 4 stories, also a 6.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.